In one of the previous segments, I did the walkthrough here on the first floor of the house. So now what we're going to do is we want to take a walk upstairs to the second floor and take a look around. I'm here in the hallway of the second floor. I have a ceiling lamp that has a switch here. This is the only light that I have in this entire hallway. And this is one of the things that I wanted Mr. Reginald Young to come by and discuss with me in his walkthrough. Because the wiring goes up into the ceiling, and it may go from there back down to the switch. But I don't know if it goes that direction or if it's any other wiring up here in the ceiling. I won't know that until I actually open up the ceiling and find out. So now what we're going to do is go into the first bedroom, which is the smaller of the two bedrooms, and look at it. This is the smaller of the two bedrooms, and we have the drop ceiling above with the existing drop ceiling panels and framing up there. Now this particular room, we have a ceiling switch and light. We have existing furniture, we have a window, and we also have a closet here. This is a very small closet. Now, there's carpeting here on the floor that's been there, and that's preventing this door from opening and closing. So, what I'm considering doing is opening up this so it's not a closet here, but it's actually an indentation in the room which will open up the space inside of this room more than it is. And one thing I forgot to mention regarding the hallway is there is a small closet in the hallway. It's located right here, just outside of this bedroom. It's 2 feet deep by about 2.5 feet wide. Its current configuration is for clothes to be hung up. There's a small shelf in the top, so what I'll probably do is put several shelves in it to have it handle towels from the bathroom. So it'll be a place to store towels and things like that, other bath items. So this here is the front main bedroom. We have the ceiling, drop ceiling above. We have paneling on the walls. And one thing you'll notice that is absent in this room, that is present in the smaller middle room, is that there is no wall switch here. There is no ceiling light. What I have is I have a small lamp here that has an extension cord that is running to the wall over there. So, what we have here is we have a ceiling fan, but there is no switch on the wall for even it. They used to have some operating strings, but they came off over time, and they're not there anymore. So that was one of the things that Henry did a few years ago. He just unhooked it so it's not continuously running. And in this room we have panels. As I mentioned, we have these two windows here. As far as outlets go, there's one outlet here, and there's another outlet there. So, yeah. We have this outlet here, and I'm not even sure if this outlet here, which is one of the after the effect outlets, it was put in. I'm not sure if that works. The carpeting on the floor, that's going to be coming up. And the paneling is going to be coming down, and also the drop ceiling. This here is the bathroom. So this was one of the few items that I was able to get advances concerning the overall house modernization. If you remember, in one of the previous segments, I had a cast iron tub that's sitting downstairs in the living room upside down. This location, or this area of the bathroom, is where the tub used to be at. So what I have is I have a walk-in shower here. So on this particular wall here is the head for the shower, and also the on and off hot and cold degrees here on this particular. I have a knockout here, I have a knockout there, and then I have these quarter shelvings on here. And if you look down here, I have a towel down here because there is a leak when the water's running in the shower, so I'll have to get that taken care of. Over here I have the original curtains hanging up, because when this was done, I ordered some blinds that matched everything else inside of here at a place called Blinds to Go. And the project manager had arranged for the guy to come over and put them in. This was over a year and a half ago, but he never showed up. He said he was sick that day. At first I was going to cancel that, but I never got around to cancel it, so now that I'm here, I have to find a receipt so I can contact Blinds to Go and say, hey, get somebody over here, and the blinds can be put up here. This is an existing radiator, still operational. I think this is one of the few items that is still here from the original bathroom configuration. This is a closet that I had installed. One of the things that I didn't think, as far as being forward thinking about, was I did tell Bassett that I wanted the closet up above here, but I'm a tall guy and it's even too tall for me without a ladder or some type of footing to stand on to gain access to it. The toilet, I had Roto-Rooter come and replace replaced that a couple of years before I did the bathroom. So it's pre-existing. Vanity I ordered separate, and it's still not finished. A couple of days ago, about a week ago, I got the correct fittings for the faucet and the hot and cold water, because originally when I did it, I ordered it online and I got the wrong size. So Bassett told me when I get the correct size to give him a call and he would come by and put it in. I called him about a week and a half ago, told him there was no rush. He said he had to contact his plumbing sub and he would be by, make arrangements to come by. So he hasn't gotten here yet, and he hasn't gotten back with me about it yet. So I was able to get the vanity mirror locally, and also there are 4 lights that I'm actually turning on and off manually, because they're supposed to be operated by a motion sensor. The motion sensor is located right here, and it was supposed to work so when someone walked into the bathroom, the lights would come on. That's not working. So that's something else that has to be repaired. So, I guess that's pretty much it for the bathroom, for the most part. Oh, one other thing I wanted to say is that in working with my PM, Bassett started in January of 2019. Started working on this project, and he had access to the property to work at his convenience and get it done. So I believe it was several months later in April when I contacted Bassett and I told him in April that he's going to have to finish up this job or he's not going to have access to the property anymore after that. And that's when he got as far as he got, as far as what you see. His price was reasonable and he did good work. Concerning the other things that I'm mentioning, that's pretty much the overall result of my working with him. Oh, by the way, a couple of days ago was when Malik helped me move this refrigerator because it was sitting in the living room for a long time. So that's where it's located at right now. So this here is the previous sink that was in the kitchen prior to it being moved out of here and dumped in the backyard. I had talked before about possibly using the utility sink in the basement, and now I'm leaning more towards this. Again, putting this back in there, because if I use a utility sink in the basement, I'm going to have to go out shelving, not shelving, but a countertop next to it, because there's a countertop attached to it. Whereas here, I have a counter here and here. And so I think it would be interesting to see if I can get this guy cleaned up and operational again. So over here is the stove. I have no plans on reusing this anytime soon. This is the stove that was dumped out here in the backyard. Also there's a radiator here. So this is the heaviest out of all the items here. And then back here is existing marble segments that was left by Bassett, and put that here. And that's pretty much the situation in this area.